On the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. General West, 8, read. 55.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
6-6, pull it high.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the slack.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's me and you. Kill.
Darnold now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got daylight. 30. 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Get ready.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Get it.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll try the right side with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Steps away to his run. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold, he's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold. A hit turned it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
57, Mike 57. Let's go, lady.
Darnold from the red zone now. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, box truck. 57, Mike 57.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, 2.
On 2nd and 15 now. McSorley. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Fielded at the 33. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today. 80. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's outside. 80. It's outside. Check 52.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Andrew Billings gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Stu. Let's go, lady. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched football?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 29. Here we go. Hey, Delta. 29 is Mike.
Now Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. Backed his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Missed.
He will lay beyond Bell. It's a foot race. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check your hot read.
Yo, 80. Say. Yo, 80. Yo, 80.
Check 31. Check 31.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Smooth.
49 is the Mike 20.
Red 80.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Red 80.
Let's bring it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's how defense scores points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Again, it's Bell. He spins free. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. On first down, it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Pull it good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Jets.
We're going to start. Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm trying to collect. Twin, red 80. Check 45.
On first down, Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Jets.
We're going to start.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check 99. Check 99.
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Preston Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20.
Bravo. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Andrew Billings picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
What we got? Red 80. 29 Mike 29.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Looking to throw on first and 10. Here's McSorley. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
57, come on. Me and you all day.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, orbit.
57, Mike 57. Coming.
Here's Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Red 80. Switch. Red 80. 29 is Mike. Red 80. I got you. Bud.
Check 3.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Pittsburgh.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
At the Jets' 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Number 53, Mike 53. All day, every day, any day. Hey, alert 3.
Fire.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready. 50, plant.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
They've gone final now out in Kansas City. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Undercrush.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go again with Cannon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.